This is a nightmare. I would rather be put in luggage hold than have to sit like this on a plane. My stupid self is going to mess around and drown. A vertical bathtub. Do you eat your rolls soon after you buy them? Or do you wait until they get flavor spots, like I do? Remember kids, if you don't brush your teeth, I will. I collect rocks, paint on them, and return them to the landscapes to be found or lost forever. The fact she's wearing boots without socks bothers me more than the boots being clear. Ah yes, I was looking for a soap dispenser labeled ketchup with a picture of grapes. This piece is called anxiety. It's just silence, but it keeps getting faster. This is stressing me out. Can't stop thinking about this horizontally cut bread. Me. I don't think I'll ever experience culture shock while on holiday. The Dutch toilet. Apple Health live activity for how long you have left to live. McDonald's Sprite is that powerful because they milk it straight from the creature. Oh, that's Sprite himself. The 4 horsemen of uncomfortable. Male ladybugs can spend up to 4 hours mating with a dead female before they realize something's off. Corey, this does not happen to the best of us. Or the worst, this shouldn't happen to anyone. This is legitimately one of the funniest things I've seen in weeks. Wait, she just put pepper in her son's eye. Takes off my leather jacket to reveal a second secret leather jacket underneath. You mean skin? What an absolutely terrifying addition to my post. Thank you. 17 buzz cuts that will convince you to shave your head. This pic usually gets people's attention. Thanks, I hate it. We're faking calves now. Are we? Why? Is this supposed to be more attractive? What? Take your smileys from normal to unsettling in one easy step by putting just too much effort into the eyes. Moisturize me. We've introduced wellness geese to campus to help students de-stress during the exam period. For anyone buying these types of chairs, please make sure you don't buy the cheap ones. You can only imagine the horrors I survived this morning. They tore this man to shreds for no reason. This study revealed that women are happier with uglier men. The brain is just 8 pounds of meat that sits in complete darkness and plays a video game of what it thinks is the most realistic thing ever. It's 3 pounds, not 8. Also, it's not really meat, it's mostly fat with some water and salt. You have a wad of soggy bacon inside your skull, and this blob of gross, unprocessed jello somehow manages to run a complex biochemical suit using less electricity than it takes to work a light bulb. My Christmas gift from my son and daughter-in-law. Not even joking. Jack, I don't think they like you. Dentist. Let's take a look at me. No. Spiders don't have muscles in their legs. They move them using a hydraulic system powered by their blood pressure. When they die, their legs curl up because the blood pressure is gone. So every spider is basically just 8 walking peepees, I guess. Water's flavor is its temperature. What the hell? Sorry, I needed to tell someone. What the hell? Actually, what the hell? Why does that make sense? I reapplied for a job that fired me years ago. Got the job and then quit when they desperately needed me. My level of pettiness is unmatched. I know you've all been wondering what C-3PO would look like with human eyes, so I've sorted that out for you. Thanos whale. Thanks, I hate it. I actually like it. He's not that scary anymore. You are what you eat. I ate too much spaghetti. Now I regret it. My cat had surgery. Look at his tail. My cat had surgery and they shaved his tail. Senators have 6 limbs and are therefore insect. Discuss. Oh, this. I don't like this. Nothing will mess you up as much as the realization that there's no real reason the alphabet needs to be in order. What have you done? Moaning during the deed is primitive. Both people should just say, bruh, at a gradually increasing volume. This is what your face would look like without muscles. Thanks to a miracle from heaven, this young deer is walking. Imagine if they took the Statue of Liberty down and found loads of skeletons inside, and it turned out the French had just failed a Trojan mission. When you Photoshop Donald Trump's lips onto his eyes, and he literally looks the same. Haha, someday, son, you'll be big enough to carry me around. Not literally. My cat sneezed as soon as I took this picture. Yet another child star whose life has been destroyed by drugs and alcohol. Slicing my strawberry shortcake ice cream bar like it's Wagyu beef. Artist makes giant lifelike tarantula pillows so you can cuddle spiders while you sleep. No, I don't want this. Many people have been using quarantine as a time to perfect their bread or coffee making skills, but I personally have taken this opportunity to make increasingly unsettling eggs. Found the Pepsi font, but it only comes in gold for some reason. The idea that the ideal beach body just means being thin or buff is so unimaginative. Surely the ideal beach body would have a powerful lobster claw, arm flaps to act as a windbreaker, and a sand repellent butt. Triangular USB connectors were soon abandoned after some users complained of needing to rotate them for up to 6 times before a successful insertion. Squat up for group poop. Solo squad. No more unknown chemicals in my food. I'm growing my own vegetables and cooking them in my home. Finally taking charge of my health. Never skipped brain day. That's a lot of rankles. He's very smart. The last popsicle in the freezer. One of these people is regarded as one of the most attractive in the world, and the other is one of the least. But for one brief, shining moment, they looked exactly alike. Having penetrated the protective exoskeleton, a hunter harvests the succulent house meat within. It's candy floss. So, does he have one long tongue, or two tongues? One long tongue. Kevin, I'm dying. Please stop beatboxing. Vintage porcelain covered with hand-painted ants. I like this, which sounds crazy. With the 2020s going down the history as the roaring what the hells. What event wouldn't surprise you if it were to happen now? God comes down and says, it's pronounced Jod, and just goes back up to heaven. It's 2024 and this still is relevant. Shelter workers organized this cat's birthday, hoping someone will adopt her, but no one turns up. My progress in art, 2008 versus 2017. Is that Batman pregnant? Pepsi has sued 4 Indian farmers $150,000 each for growing the type of potato used in the chips of its Lay's brand. What stage of capitalism is it when massive corporations can sue people for growing food? Rules to learning English. 1. There are no rules. This makes me feel so uncomfortable. Can you imagine if somebody privatized air and literally started selling air for profit? That would be crazy. Lol, anyway, I gotta go pay my water bill before my landlord kicks me out of my apartment. Arguably the worst typo I've ever witnessed. Due to the unforeseen circumcisions, the dining hall will be closed. Humans, when a person is 1 year closer to death, how would history change if there was a giant disembodied hand that zoomed around the planet and crushes one random person with its index finger every day? It's called the hand and it's always slightly faster than you. This would make a great movie, and they have to stop the hand or they'd all just eventually die by the hand. How much scarier would a frog be if it ran instead of hopped? You just hear plat, 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 plat coming towards you, and you look down and it's just a frog going at full speed. Saw some dude tweet, you don't really wash your hands, they just wash each other while you just stand there and watch. And I haven't been the same since. It's that time of year again. No, it's not. Warm scrambled egg. Take 1 bag of Sprite. Every time I come home, I have to look at this Kirby from hell I made in elementary school that my mom now hangs aprons on. At this point, every round mammal is a hamster to me. Coconut. I think we both have different definitions of what a mammal is, but I can't say I disagree with you. Has hair. Give milk. Oh, you're a big snack fan? That's cool. Did you get flaming hot Cheeto dust permanently tattooed on your fingers today though? No. There's a formerly locked room in our Airbnb that contains 2 guns, an erotic painting, and a typewriter whose keys are entirely made of teeth. We're going to die here, aren't we? I did not know Toad and Kirby were actually looking like this. Beware of falling deer. Leopards conceal their unfinished food in the tops of trees. Just saw Pringles being sold in a packet instead of a tube and I feel sick. I also feel sick. Pringles, why did you do this? This horse looks like a pale emo kid in a black hoodie. I work at a bank and this lady came in with a $150 check, and to make a conversation, I was like, oh wow, I wish I had one of these. And she was like, it's a life insurance check. I would rather have the person. Nothing makes me laugh as consistently as remembering the story of Hitchbot, the hitchhiking robot that made it all the way across Canada and tried to do the same in the USA, but was immediately beaten to death in Philadelphia. Paleo artists tend to underfeather drawings of dinosaurs based on fossils. Here's how swans would look if given the same treatment. There are now man-sized teddy bears made for lonely women, and I guess this is how civilization ends. No, they were just paid for ads. No way. We're not cooked. Come on, guys. I have invented a pregnancy test app. You download it and then piss on the screen, and if the screen gets covered in piss, you're not allowed to have kids. Godzilla's taking no chances, but he's so big he's already social distancing. Each time I see someone writing puppy as puppa, I'm deeply disturbed because puppa means bobs in Norwegian. Apologies to everyone who didn't realize this until now. Bonus! Rare puppa literally translates to weird bobs. America's worst nightmare. California, Florida. I do not appreciate America with others. Please don't ever say that again. You know, Halloween jack-o'-lanterns were originally made out of turnips. Neat. I wonder what that looked like. Jesus Christ. Pro tip, instead of fake Halloween decorations, use front-facing Am I Right images instead. Extremely distressed by this mood ring toilet seat I just saw on a craft Facebook group. Imagine if you lived on your own and you came home to find evidence of a butt on your toilet, and the butt was angry. This is a complete lie, your keyboard did not break. So my keyboard woke. I can't type R without copy pasting it. Now I'm using this dreadful Uwu language to replace the broken key. Oh my god. Oh, hi. Sorry, I didn't see you there. Fresh set. So this lady is a conscious human potato. So how was she created? In a lab, or someone did something to a potato? What if we all start using the Cats movie to make those crying cat memes instead? Like this. What if you chuck your bones off a bridge? Me. Mom, Mr. Snowflake said he wants my soul. Who? Mr. Snowflake? That cat wouldn't hurt a fly. Mr. Snowflake, he would hurt many flies. When you finally realize Napoleon Dynamite is actually Taylor Swift in a drag. The nervous system. That is us. The rest of the body is an organic spacesuit, worn by this creature to live on this particular rock revolving around a star. Help a beginner. Where should I fish from the coastline? I don't think you should fish in that lake. It looks oddly like a face. Shark lava and boy girl. YouTube video versus YouTube ad. I made a cutting board for all my oak-loving OCD friends out there. Ew, Flush. You liked me when I was a cake. A duck with 4 legs and no wings. Please. He's looking for his wings. Who took his wings? 43 million found in empty Nigerian apartment. Poor guy probably spent the last decade trying to share it out, but no one replied to his email. That mask. No, because I'm enjoying being ugly in peace right now. Call out post to NASA. Why aren't you exploring the ocean? It's literally right underneath us. You can send a robot a million miles into space looking for aliens, but not into the giant void that takes up the majority of the Earth we live on. Please, I am scared. NASA knows. NASA has seen the dark beneath. NASA's urgency to leave the planet grows ever stronger. Therapist. Clear lemon meringue pie isn't real. It can't hurt you. Clear lemon meringue pie. Seatbelt alarm silencer and bottle opener. Oh great. Perfect for any situation. The 1950s were a lawless hellscape. Tuna and waffles. I get why everyone was so miserable back then. Every day we stray further from God. Croc Martens. I'll start by working out all the toxins. Oh, well that worked. Easy jazz chords for beginners. Hell no. I once pretended to have a psychotic episode and smashed a MacBook with a bat to keep my brother and his fiancée from stumbling across pictures I photoshopped of her giving birth to me. Just slightly insane. Nothing to be concerned about at all. So my daughter just bought a house that was built in the late 1800s. We found this and she threw it out. I got it out of the trash and let the games begin. No one. Some guy. I don't get it. What is it? What is it? What are you trying to tell me? Some guy is just not some guy, it's some alien? Are you suggesting aliens are just Among Us? Whoa, Among Us. What if the toys in Toy Story went to a Catholic woman's house and all of her figurines of crucified Jesus started screaming out in endless pain whenever she left the room? Thanks, I hate it. The Daisy Dab. Get creative, dab by the pool and win. What the hell is this? 4 things everyone hates. Bad Wi-Fi, I guess the video buffering because of bad Wi-Fi, bad internet. Low battery, and you. Why do they hate you? I am reminded that English is a flawed language every time I am forced to use that in a sentence. All the good faith that I had no effect on the outcome of that sentence. Yesterday my colleague called me a book murderer because I cut long books in half to make them more portable. Does anyone else do this? Crime and Punishment? That's a cool book. A Moscow farm has decided to equip its cows with VR glasses in order to relax and feel happier. A calm environment leads to an increase in milk yield, so the cows are given a VR headset displaying summer fields. This is literally the plot of The Matrix. Honestly, thanks I hate it is one of the funniest phrases in the English language. I once told my Italian professor, "Crazy lol detesto," and she lost her mind, so it's not just English. It packs so much meaning into such short concepts. Asteroid half the size of a giraffe strikes Earth off the coast of Iceland. The thing that's still bothering me about this is that a giraffe is easily one of the most disproportionate animals when halved. Which half, scientists? In what direction is it halved? I hate this. Charlie, as a believable biological organism. The head is flat with eyes on one side. There is a gasping dark orifice on the opposite side. Me, when I'm eating, I'm happy cheese. Me, when I'm happy from a grilled. Should I do I had a stroke memes? My family doesn't appreciate my biblically accurate angel cookies. They are terrifying, but I do think that's interesting. Angels aren't supposed to be pretty, the devil is. Remember that. My manager showed me a picture of when she was younger and got her face painted. Then she showed me a picture of her going down a bouncy slide with her face painted and her headband on her wrist. Needless to say, I was crying. Michael Jackson looking If you divide 20 by 5, you get 404. So basically this entire year is an error message. There is a glitch in the matrix. Welcome to my TED Talk. Whoever designed this thing, I printed it. I have never been so horrified and in love at the same time. We drink boba tea to satisfy our ancient and innate urge to slurp up tadpoles from a puddle through a reed. Any noun can become a verb if you don't care enough. This point is invalid unless you use an example in your sentence. I can sentence how I want to think. Beautiful. You see, that's why I love English. If you inhale a pea, it is possible for it to sprout and grow well in your lungs. Kids on Christmas back in the day. Plug's console plays for hours. Kids on Christmas today. A massive update. Rare Gyarados. Mouth closed. Woman stuck with 3,100 dinner bill after her blind date refused to pay for the 23 family members she brought along. The urine of a diabetic person contains so much sugar that it can be and has been purified and made into whiskey. Pisky. Stop glamorizing the grind and start glamorizing burrowing underground for 2 to 17 years and then emerging to yell. Coffee ice cream with a shot of espresso in the donut cone. Taylor Swift said, I was raised on a farm. No, it wasn't a mansion, just living room dancing and kitchen table bills, and this was her house. Bruh, that is a mansion. Lego people live in houses made of their own skin. So, while being naked from the waist down, I made eye contact with my boyfriend and lifted my leg to fart. Instead, I pushed a little too hard and... Okay, this is too much information. I think some of you are too comfortable. Why would you admit to this? Do not tell anyone this. Well, you've told everyone, but... Yeah, if you have a similar... Don't tell anyone if you have a similar experience. Is it blood or pee? Excuse me? The liquid. The liquid you're filled with. It is Kool-Aid. I know, but is it your blood or your pee? Oh, I see what you mean. It's my blood. Thanks. Nobody. Animals in Barbie movies. Drawings made by people with mental illness. Me, waking up. Oh, who's there? Tooth fairy. Go back to sleep. Whoa, you're real? Yep. I've always wondered, what do you do with the teeth, Adam? So what? Tooth fairy, grinning, revealing thousands upon thousands of teeth. My mouth. White House hires new maid. Oh, she looks kind of familiar. Tony can be spelled as Petone. I hate the English language. When a baby on board sticker is a little faded and beat up, you know the kid is at least a year or two now, and the car is safe to ram. Suspect. I'm not coming out. Officer. Okay, send in the werewolf. Wait, the what? Wife. I regret getting you that blender for Christmas. Me, drinking toast. Why? So when other people call their pets fur baby, it's fine, but when I call a kid a skin dog, somehow I'm disgusting and the worst pediatrician in this hospital. Mods are asleep. Time to post smooth Yoda. Yoda has been sandpapered. I work in a 9 to 5 office. Your shop is open from 9 to 5. I will never be able to go to your shop. Why did we design our society like this? So this is from the not interesting community on Reddit. 1, 2, 3. I don't like how they're writing numbers. The quokka is the happiest animal on the planet. Fun fact, when a mother quokka is threatened by a predator, she will take a baby out of her pouch, throw it at the predator, and run away. What the what? While the predator is eating the sacrificed baby, the mother will flee to safety. So I assume these animals have a lot of children, or else they wouldn't be alive right now, because that does not work with natural selection. If catgirls were real, they would have 8 bobs, and all of them would be on their stomach. They would also eat birds and poop and pee on playgrounds. We would have a massive issue in populated areas. We should just send all the catgirls to an island. Hunger Games. I'm 22 and stuck in the body of an 8-year-old. Only creeps want to date me. Yeah, I feel bad for her. That must suck. It's come to my attention that some of you don't know my English teacher in high school was my own father. On the first day of classes, he said, I want all of you to know I'm only sleeping with one of your mothers. This is my villain origin story. I hate the term spinal fluid. It conjures up horrible imagery in my mind. Lightly taps a spigot I have attached to my spinal column. Come get your juice. What you think Zelda-like was 20 years ago versus what it was actually like. I wish we could create a better society that wasn't inherently soul-crushing. Best I can do is pills that trick your brain into thinking you don't hate it here. New Netflix dating show dresses up contestants in movie-quality prosthetics of their favorite animals in order to put true blind test chemistry to the test. Someone's favorite animal is a dolphin. You know what dolphins are like? They definitely know what dolphins are like. Hopefully no one matched with the dolphin. The smoke from the California wildfire looks like a star destroyer. My mother was a firefighter and died yesterday trying to put out the wildfires. We also lost our house and nearly lost all of our assets. I have nowhere to go. OMG, wildfires are referencing Star Wars. I love wildfires now. Take my ready gold.